guys, it's Nikki the Angry Alchemist, and today we are going to be talking about palm reading 101. So, what is palm reading? So palm reading is actually arguably the oldest form of divination. Glyphs and pictures of people reading palms has been found in caves and very old places, and palm reading has kind of a hokey, non-valid atmosphere around it today, which is totally undeserved. So palm reading, or palmistry, is the study and divination, use for divination and developmental purposes of information gained through looking and feeling someone's hands. Now, I'm going to be sourcing several books here. One is Lewin's Complete Book of Divination, and another one, I'll have to look it up. It's one of those things where I loaned it to somebody and they never brought it back. But How to Learn to Read Palms in 24 Hours, I'll put that down below because that's actually how I learned to read palms, and he breaks it down super easy. Now, one of the things you'll see is that it's related back to those planetary symbols and planetary energies, which is one of the foundations of alchemy. So actually learning alchemy got me into palm reading, and that was, next to tarot, the second form of divination I learned. So palmistry was actually mentioned in the Bible, which this is kind of scary to quote because I don't want people jumping down my throat in the comments, but it's mentioned in the Bible 4 times, probably most famously in Job 37:7, where he said, "He sealeth up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work." So what are some elements of palm reading? Well, there's a lot of different parts, just like there's a lot of different parts of the palm. Now, the major areas it addresses is the shape of the hand, the texture and feel of the hand say a lot, finger shape, finger length. Each finger area is assigned to different planets, and that relates to the properties that that person has in the area ruled by those planets, right? Probably sounds really complicated, but it's not. For example, there can be square palms, oblong palms, and these palms relate to personality types, and they'll actually tell you the zodiac sign of the person in question. 9 times out of 10, I can look at your hands and tell if you're an earth sign, a fire sign, whichever. It gives some outlines here on hand shape. Now, if you don't want to spend, I think this is like $20, I do recommend buying a palmistry hand. I have 2 through different spots in my house. They have the little rubber things. One I keep on my altar and one I actually keep in my makeup area. And these actually come in a neat little box with a very practical, really damn good guide. So these little books that come with the hands are great because it's kind of a reference point. You can keep it out but realize, oh yeah, that's the Jupiter mound, because the Jupiter mound is listed. So that's just kind of a neat little shortcut. Get a palmistry hand, get a resource book. There's tons of different ways to really educate yourself. But you have finger length, which is next to palms. The shape of the finger. Are the fingertips square? Are they spoon shaped? Is the hand dry and calloused, or is the hand, wet and sweaty? Those will tell you things about the personality of the person you're reading as well. And then you have the lines, which are pretty famous. You have the heart line, the head line, you have a palmar crease, you have the lifeline, the destiny line, you have Rascot lines, fingers and thumbs, the settings, the mounds, mound, whichever. There's tons. So it's basically taking your hand and reading the lines associated with it. Now, each hand has different meanings, but once again, this is just like a short little intro. If you want me to do a palmistry, palm reading 102 video and go next level and give you some examples, I totally can. I'm willing to do that. But I just want to answer the question, what is palm reading? What is palmistry? How do I get started? You can try to look it up online. I recommend actually getting one of the resources I listed. The book, How to Learn to Read Palms in 24 Hours, is great. And that, in conjunction with a palmistry hand, I will link this here. I got it off of Amazon. And this little resource book is great. And that should be all you need to know. This breaks down the quality of the lines, different shapes you can see in the lines, fingertip shape, fingernail shape, things like that. So this is a very good, I think that this was $9, and this little book is worth $9 just to me. And I actually have it in an envelope in the palmistry section of my grimoire, so I can pull it out for reference. And there you have it. You're ready to start your journey on how to learn how to read palms. As always, like and subscribe. Stay in the loop so that I can stay connected with you, and you'll be able to see when I post new videos. I do several other videos on the witch's power, the witch's year, sabbats, sabbats, things like that. So drop an idea for a video. Do you read palms? Have you ever read a palm? A fun activity is to look up a celebrity's palm and practice. Turns out Jim Carrey is one hell of a guy.